Hey guys, welcome to another video of Swivel's Garage. This episode is about the 71 Mach 1. As you can see when I bought it, it has the chrome on the front. Everybody that I go is like, said Boss 351. I was like, no. And they're like, is it a true Mach 1? No. And if you're wondering why they asked that, the Boss 351 came with the chrome front bumper, but these were painted yellow along with the fender edges. But this is chrome, and this year Mach 1 should have all yellow, along with a polyurethane front bumper, not a chrome metal one. Well, this is the way I got the car, and if you own this body style, you know these bumpers are unicorns. They never remade them, and they're super hard to find used. Nobody wants to get rid of them. But I got super lucky on an auction last week. Online auction, small deal. It wasn't eBay or anything. It was just a small auction. I paid $49 for this and $80 shipping, which I didn't even care how much shipping was after I got it for that cheap. So I haven't opened it yet. We're gonna open it together to see the condition it's in. But at this point, after I sold my 72 parts car that had one on it, I regretted it since because I thought these things were a little easier to find than that. And yeah, so now that I got one, I don't care what shape it's in, we're gonna figure out how to repair it. And the pictures aren't that great, so I don't really know the shape. But at least I can say I finally have one that I can fix. So that's what we're gonna do this episode. Unbox it, see the condition, fix it, and paint it yellow.
Finally got some time, guys. We're gonna be fixing this bumper. As you can see, all those little cracks. This is what they look like after you sand them. So I'm gonna fill them in with Bondo. Not sure if that's the right way, but worst case, if this doesn't work, I'll just redo it again. But I think it'll work because this isn't forgiving at all. It's pretty solid. Like, it's rubber, but it's solid. So I think it'll be all right. So we're gonna 180 it, skim coat it with Bondo, 180 it again, and then prime it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Well, I wish I could tell you guys that was easy, but man, that sucked. Most of the damage came out. You can see the small stuff now. But even if this didn't have damage, I would have went this far, because if you're a local, you hear me preach all the time, never to buy red used parts, red, maroon, whatever, because it's going on a yellow car. You get a rock chip and there's red behind it, it looks bad. So you always got to sand it all off. I couldn't get in here, but that is the bottom. This is going to be the top, which the top came out pretty decent. A couple things I got to fix, but we're gonna skim coat this with Bondo after I pressure wash it, because I did 180, it's kind of coarse. So I'm gonna pressure wash it, put it in the sun, let it dry, and then we're gonna skim coat it. And after that, it should come out pretty good, to be honest. Got it all cleaned off and skim coated, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go to lunch, come back, we'll sand this with 180. After that, it should be pretty nice. I didn't do the bottom yet. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna skim the bottom, and then I'll probably sand it all at once. So probably gonna have to touch up a few spots, but overall it looks pretty good. Okay guys, it's been a couple months, to be honest, since we've been working on this, and that's for a reason. When I do my stuff, I like the Bondo to sit and the primer to cure. And as you can see, I like to do it wet so you can kind of see what it's gonna look like with paint on it. How nice and smooth this thing turned out. It should look awesome with paint on it. So far so good. Our process worked on redoing this. How long will it last? Well, until we hit something, but even if it was good and we hit something, still would hurt it. So I think it's gonna hold up pretty good. Like I said, I let it sit a couple months for the Bondo to fully cure, and I put quite a few coats of primer on this before I just sanded it, and I wanted all those to shrink back into the Bondo scratches. So we're gonna get this thing sprayed today. It's Friday, and like I said, it's gonna look good. So let's get this thing in the booth. And here's what it looks like all dried off and cleaned. As you can see, it's very smooth. But like I said, I like looking at it wet because that's kind of what it'll look like with the paint on it and the clear coat, because it'll be shiny. But as you can see, it came out pretty dang smooth. So like I said, our plan so far, so good. All right, guys, I painted that bumper I showed you probably a year ago, maybe longer, but we got the bumper here. The color is a little off, but I don't care. We're gonna put it on and see what it looks like, finally. So I also got this bracket I'll go over here and show you. Right here, I had it powder coated, but it's super pitted and stuff. And then when I got the car in the air, don't judge, but mine's a little crusty, but there's no pits at all. So, and it looks like it's the same. So let me know if it's gonna be the same. This bumper does look the same shape as this. This one's just urethane, this is steel, obviously. But I might swap that bracket out so we can powder coat the nice one, since this one won't have any pits. It's all like just surface. So that's what I'm gonna do right now and see what it looks like. Hopefully it matches close enough where it won't really bug me, but you can see even from there that it's not gonna be perfect, but let's get it on anyway. Got it on, guys. What a chore. And actually the color is like really close. So I'm gonna get by. I did chip the edges when I was kind of beating on it. You guys did see what I all had to do to paint it. So we kind of knew it was gonna be fragile, but I do still have this piece that I have to paint for the hood. So I'm gonna mix more paint anyway. So let's touch those up. This car's far from perfect, but we did paint these with the bumper. A little dusty, but now that I know the paint matches that good, I kind of feel dumb for taking so long to do it. So we'll get them things on, and then we just got to paint the hood thing and it'll look really good. I don't like how whoever painted this car did the black. You can see it's not even straight. It kind of like curves out and the lines aren't straight. But like I said, I like to drive this and park at the gym and not worry about, like, I don't want a door ding, but if I got one, I wouldn't cry and get pissed off. So that's kind of how this car is, and I love it like that. So, and then I got the Boss card. We got to put on the blue Boss still, but I am going to like it a lot more with the yellow. So I do agree with you guys, but we're just slowly but surely. I have a lot of projects, so you guys know that. Ended up bolting on the sides. This one lined up really good. This one was terrible. It's like high right here, as you can see. And that's kind of shocking because I spent the extra money to get the OEM ones off eBay. They were really beat up and I had to have them sandblasted. So maybe it's bent, I don't know, but got the fender extensions on, and now we're here on a Saturday. I'm gonna go paint the front. As you can see, I still have this chrome one on. So we're about to come spray this. So this is the only thing that I bought that's not OEM. We managed to find the bumper OEM and then the fender extensions I got off eBay. And this is the only piece that's gonna be aftermarket, but whatever. So I'm about to paint that, and then come Monday, we're gonna get this thing bolted on. Got it painted, guys. Now let's go out the shop and get that chrome one off. I think I'm gonna list the bumper and the chrome pieces on Marketplace because I have no use for them. So let's go get it off. Back out here. It looks like this one is like kind of, you just push it in and it catches, kind of like a Chinese finger trap kind of deal. But I'm unsure. We can just break them off, I guess, because the new one has these bolts, the cheap nut things. And then I did come and touch up the bumper where we scuffed it, so that looks way better. So pretty much hardly noticeable at all. So that works. Can't wait to get that piece on the hood, see what it looks like. But I'm gonna try to pry this thing off without chipping the paint on the hood. Got it off, and I was totally wrong. These are just nuts, just like the new one, but these kind of just have a weird head on them. I'll probably reuse them because they're probably original. These ones I don't really like how they look. So we'll probably use these if they fit on the new one. And got it off. So as you guys can see, they did super lazy paint on the hood, and that's kind of what's going to bother me is this should come around and stop early. So there should be like this much yellow, but they were lazy and just went straight down. But it is what it is. That stuff's drying in the booth. I'm gonna leave for the weekend and put it on Monday. So kind of can't wait. It's gonna look sweet. Well guys, it's Monday morning, time to get this thing on, and I do still have some of these left over from putting the spoiler on my dad's Camaro. So we're gonna use these, as I think that they used to have something similar, but a lot of them are missing. So we're gonna put them on there. I don't think it kind of does anything. The water will just fall on your bumper, but we're gonna use them anyway, and maybe it'll help for rattles, who knows, but let's get this thing on. Got it on. Holy cow, it looks so much better. Like I said earlier, I wish I would have did this earlier, but anyways, it's done now. This piece, like I said, was aftermarket. The rest is OEM, and look at how it is barely even wide enough on both sides. It did not go on very well. So it just proves that everything aftermarket, look at that, is just garbage. So whatever, these old cars, nothing ever lined up, but actually looks way better, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments.